Alright, folks, so I'm back after a couple of days. I know I took like a long break yesterday. If you saw my Instagram story, it was because of my stupidity and laziness. Laziness, or I don't know, what should I say? But yeah, because of that, I could not shoot. So sorry for the delay. So, first of all, I hope everyone is staying indoors. I know a lot of people are still not staying at home or taking this seriously, but you know, we all know what's happening all around the world, not just in our country because of coronavirus. And if you have been seeing the news, you know I don't have to repeat it. So please stay indoors, guys. Take this seriously. Now, I know there are people who are like kind of forced to work, they're not getting off, they cannot afford to take leave. I know my brother-in-law is still working, so he's in the banking sector, and I just feel that the government should force like everyone to make sure that they get kind of paid leave, or at least half of their salary. Somehow some compensation should be given, and made sure that they are made to stay home, especially daily wage workers and all. I don't know, I feel just at least by the end of March or something, please stay at home. Now, there are still people who are not taking this seriously, and like I went out on Monday and finished off whatever work was there. There were so many people in the bank. I mean, honestly, whenever you see so much of crowd, it's scary. The bank workers were wearing masks and all, but still, I just made sure I finish the work as soon as possible and get out from there. Then I went to the doctor, had to get dad's medicine and all. So he has cold and cough, so I've told him to stay at home. He's quite old. And I had to go twice because my dad went to Tirupati, and I had to give prasad and all, get few things. So on the road, I could see that there are so many people still not taking this seriously. Okay, kids are still playing down, and I don't know if people are not informed about it. Like, you're constantly getting messages from the government, or even when you call people, you get that message, okay, what to do, wash your hands and stuff. But still, I saw like a lot of people, old people also sitting there, koi distance nahi maintain kiya hai, kuch mask nahi. And I'm sure some of them might have diabetes, hypertension, etc. And there was this man while coming back. He was like a middle-aged man, and he had cold and cough probably. वो सिर्फ रुमाल लेके था. He was not wearing mask. Then at the food stalls, roadside food stalls also, I saw so many people just not caring, you know. So I know you might feel ki I'm young, I'm healthy, and it doesn't matter, but it's quite possible that it might not affect you maybe, but if you carry the virus, or you touch the surface जो कि infected हैं, you might feel it doesn't matter, but it matters. Social distancing is the best thing right now because we are at stage 2, so that's why lockdown is important, and in this way the curve of COVID-19 will be flattened, as in it will, not too many people will get affected. And you can imagine, guys, we have so much of population in our country. Can you imagine, abhi tak Maharashtra mein, at least Mumbai mein, there are only 2 hospitals, okay, Kasturba Gandhi Hospital and Seven Hills. Seven Hills ka also I don't know if they have started the testing, but I had read about it, my doctor told me. And imagine if there are a lot of people who get affected. It will be very difficult for people to handle, the doctors to handle this situation. And there might be shortage of beds, there might be shortage of doctors, or doctors will be overworked. And that's the reason it's important कि वो ज़्यादा spread नहीं हो. And I think everyone should try and do whatever it's possible. खुद से भी, you don't wait for the government to tell things. Now there are a lot of people who don't know these things. For example, the daily wage workers, or rickshaw drivers and all, they they know a little bit, but they are not really educated enough to understand, and they depend also on रोज के कमाई के ऊपर. So I wish that government actually made sure कि इनको कुछ पे करके घर पे बिठाए, या एटलीस्ट खाना पीना राशन वगैरह ला के दें. It's really sad. I don't know. I mean, we can manage to buy groceries and keep it stocked. I also read कि from Thursday even the other market also will be shut down. Washi market तो पहले से मुझे पता था. So we have managed to get vegetables and all, but just in case if किसी को नहीं पता, या फिर people don't have that much money to actually stock up things, what about them? So try to help your neighbors, try to help people, if your people who work for you, give them leave, make sure कि उनको राशन या vegetables या जो भी at least दाल चावल वगैरह खरीद के दे दो, and explain to them what to do and stuff like that. Okay, now since a lot of people are staying at home, I decided to make a video about movies and shows which you can watch. Hello everyone, this is Calliope aka Kalpita Naidu, and today I have got few movies and shows you can binge watch, or you can enjoy watching in this difficult time. I wouldn't say you should panic and all, just listen to the experts. Okay, don't act too smart and say कि नहीं कुछ भी. There are people who are like saying कि ये कुछ नहीं है, it's no big deal. People are like fake news, and I mean, when you see the news about Italy and all, it's so heartbreaking, and they are now at stage 4. So if they would have actually done this complete lockdown during stage 2, I think a lot of these deaths could have been averted. And honestly, no one deserves to die. I mean, no one should die. Come on. People are like, there are a lot of old people who get affected, who might get affected. There are a lot of old people who have died, or who had some illnesses or medical conditions. Their immune system is not that stronger. Whatever it is, don't look down upon them. And no one should die, no one deserves to die. जिसको cancer है, hypertension है, diabetes है, respiratory problems है, and even if they are old, okay, no one deserves to die. So stop being insensitive and saying, oh, you know what, I'm a healthy person and nothing will happen to me. Yeah, but it might not affect you. But what if the virus passes, to someone who is not that who is old, or whose immunity level is not that great? So yeah, one more thing, I actually read कि रामनवमी के celebrations उत्तर प्रदेश में होने वाले big event, and there'll be like millions of people coming from all over the country. Are you stupid? I saw another video where I think it was outside Jama Masjid, if I'm not wrong, and this reporter was telling these Muslims that you should not gather so many people, don't gather. The government is telling to maintain social distance and all. You want to pray at home. So he started giving all these religious, I don't know, explanation कि औरतों को घर पे करना चाहिए नमाज पढ़ना है, and मर्द जो है वो मस्जिद में जाके ही नमाज अदा करता है, whatever. And there is that water, okay, जहाँ पे वो लोग हाथ धोते हैं. So even that is not the right thing right now. Okay, so the reporter explained कि अगर मेरे अंदर वायरस है and मैं जाके वो पानी, मैं अगर ये हाथ जाके वहाँ पे धोऊँ और आप लोग सब वही पानी में अपना हाथ धोएं और वो वायरस अगर इन्फेक्ट कर दिया, so he's like, these men are like, कि नहीं कुछ नहीं होगा, और कुछ होना है तो it's all like up to Allah and all. I mean, there are a lot of temples and all which are in the lockdown. My dad, probably that day, was the last darshan at Tirupati. The day he got it, Thursday or Friday, I think from Saturday they locked it down, and other temples and all also. So stop being stupid and do what what the experts say. So yeah. Anyway, let's begin today's video. The intro was too long. You can skip it. I'll put the timestamp in the comments below. Now this list is nothing like कि कुछ ऐसा specific है. These are just mostly feel good movies which did great at the box office, have got good reviews, or which I personally like. Okay, ज़्यादातर मैंने feel good movies ही रखी है because during this time I feel do not watch movies which might get your anxiety level up. So I know there are movies which are about which have similar storyline about what is happening right now, and I would not recommend that at all. Do not watch it. Okay, watch nice happy films. And yeah, now the first movie I would say is Andaz Apna. Come on, this is like a classic cult favorite Bollywood film in the comedy genre. So Andaz Apna is like a cult film, and it is like one of our favorite films for people from the 90s. So now the story is about these two guys who are like daydreamers. They're not really very ambitious. How should I say? They're very kamchor. Okay, and both their fathers are always like कि कुछ करते नहीं है, ये नहीं वो नहीं, and they just keep on dreaming कि they'll get rich by marrying this rich woman, Ravina Bajaj. So these two men, like they run into each other when they are going to meet Ooty, where this Ravina Bajaj lives, and that's how they realize कि oh, how can both get this woman. They want to pursue this woman, and yeah, and then what happens later, like how they plan things. They make all these different plans. So it's all situational comedy जहाँ पे everything what they do or say, it makes us laugh. And what happens later on, you should watch the movie if you're I'm sure most Indians have watched this movie, but still I've lost count of how many times I've watched this movie. So it's always really fun to watch it. कुछ नहीं होगा तो भी मज़ा आता है देखने को. I know all the dialogues also by heart, but still. So yeah, no harm in watching it once more. Okay, I think Andaz Apna is there on Netflix, so you can check it out. अगर वैसे भी वो TV पे भी बहुत बार आती रहती है, but right now, yeah, Netflix पे है वो. Next on my list is Jab We Met. Okay, now this is a romantic comedy movie by Imtiaz Ali, and basically about this two opposite characters. Okay, one is this feisty Punjabi girl, who's बहुत ज़्यादा बोल बच्चन, बहुत ज़्यादा बड़बड़ी होती है, and she bumps into this reserved but depressed businessman on a train journey, and she tries to cheer him up, or she tries to understand what's happening with him. And she in all that chaos, somehow they both are stranded together on the station, or train छूट जाती है. So basically about these two people who are quite opposites. Okay, one lives life like she lives in a moment, like वो ज़्यादा planning नहीं करती. She is like full on filmy, romantic and all, and आगे पीछे का ज़्यादा सोचती नहीं है. And this guy is like more practical and reserved, and doing good in his business and stuff. So they both kind of teach each other something, and in between, of course, there are things which happen with Geet, with the girl character, and they bump into each other again. So basically they meet, then they separate, then once again they meet, and how the story completely changes, what happens later. So basically दो characters की कहानी है, just देखो. I don't want to give out too much अगर आपने नहीं देखी है तो. Of course this was really a hit film of 2007. I don't know, it's there on YouTube if I'm not wrong. मेरे पास तो इसकी CD भी है. I'm not sure if if the movie is there on Netflix, but I think I saw. पता नहीं, वो चेक कर लेना, या तो प्राइम में है शायद. So yeah, again, really nice romantic film. Like मुझे, I don't really like a lot of romantic films, but this is one of them which I liked. So definitely watch it. Next up is, if you like some horror movies, then The Conjuring is one of the best horror films, I feel. And, plot thoda bahut kind of same hai. Now, The Conjuring is a horror film about these two paranormal investigators. Okay, and unka apparently real life में शायद ऐसा हुआ है, Amityville horror. Okay, so basically ये घर में एक फैमिली जाती है, और as usual जैसे नए घर में जाते हैं तो हॉरर मूवी हॉरर फिल्म्स में हमेशा whenever they go to a new house, वहाँ पे कुछ तो होता है. And the things which they start experiencing, okay, then these paranormal investigators are called, and what happens next. And for that you should watch the film. It's amazing. I feel it's one of the best horror films. I really like it, and it's super scary, especially if you've watched it in theater. It was scary. Like मैं खुद डर गई थी, ऐसे पता नहीं मेरे मुंह से शायद आवाज़ वगैरह भी निकल गई थी. Okay, next up is Ye Ballet. Okay, it is a Netflix original film. So it's about these two Mumbai boys, dancers basically, who were discovered by this ballet master. तो ये real life में ऐसा हुआ है, and both are from underprivileged society, मतलब underprivileged Mumbai, slum वगैरह से, एक कोई चौल में रहता है या slum में. So they are like young teenagers. So the main villains are more than the outsiders, and it's usually the family members or their poverty, the other things which they face, and discrimination. Yeah, बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं जिनको face करके भी they kind of are able to pursue their dancing dreams. So this actually happened, like I said, and Manish Chauhan जो है वो खुद का कैरेक्टर ही प्ले कर रहा है. Okay, he was one of the boys who was selected, and the second guy is I don't remember his name, but that character was played by Achintya Bose. So I think it's especially those the way they dance, those moments when this master is teaching, etc. It's amazing to watch, and yeah, it's nice. It's a movie about dreams and hope, and it was nice to watch a little bit about Mumbai also. So very happy these two were selected from Mumbai. So yeah, watch it for some good inspiration. Next up is Dead to Me. Okay, इसका सिर्फ season 1 है Netflix पे. But I really liked it. It's not probably the genre for everyone. So this is like a black comedy, but more of a black tragic comedy. Okay, so yeah, these two grieving women, they bond during therapy, and what happens next and how the story unfolds. It's all like a little bit of mystery, so I don't want to give it away, but seriously, watch it. I mean, amazing acting, and it's funny, and I really liked the way they looked at things, in this series. So watch it. Okay, next is 2 weeks notice. I just wanted to keep at least 1 or 2 movies from the early 2000s, or maybe even before that. So there were a lot of movies, romantic films during these times. I remember watching a lot of romantic films when I was in college, in theater or otherwise also. And not every movie was great, but 2 weeks notice is nice, I feel. So yeah, this is like a romantic comedy about these two characters. So these two characters, Lucy and George, so they meet. Lucy meets George in an attempt to actually stop the destruction of this community center from her childhood. And when he discovers that, she's like graduated from prestigious Harvard Law School, he attempts to hire her. So after he hires her, she like kind of discovers that he doesn't only want her legal advice, but actually requires advice on all aspects of his life. And he kind of calls her, every now and then for every little thing. So all this happens, and she kind of gives him 2 weeks notice, because yeah, it's too much for her. But kind of the departure is not easy. I think you must have got the hint why. And I'm sure you must have watched this movie, but I feel even if you have watched before, I think it's fun. It's a fun film, and definitely I would recommend watching such films, like, to get mind off a lot of these news articles and just worry and stuff. So definitely watch again. I think 2 weeks notice is on Netflix. Next up is Queen. Now this is like one of my all-time favorite films, and I think I have watched this movie so many times. So it is a comedy drama film, of course. It stars Kangna in the lead role. Now Kangna plays this really simple girl from Delhi, and her marriage gets called off, and yet she decides to go on her honeymoon, because of course the Paris and Amsterdam के tickets booked थे, hotel booked था, so she decides to go on her honeymoon all by herself, and that journey actually changes her. Okay, when she returns, she's this completely different woman, because she discovers so many things about others, other culture, and also about herself. So yes, of course, traveling, especially getting out of your comfort zone, we all understand that, that is so liberating and can be liberating, and it definitely makes people experience and see things differently. So I think Queen is more about, enjoying the journey of Rani, her character's name. That's my pet name, by the way, if you all didn't know already. So I think it's amazing film, and especially for, I think women will love it. Okay, and for the first time, I hated Rajkumar Rao. Not like him as an actor, but his character, of course. And yeah, so you should watch it. It's really nice film. Next up, I have The Little Things, which is like it's available on Netflix. पहले वो YouTube पे था शायद, web series. So it's about this couple who is in a live-in relationship, and basically when they meet, they are very young. Okay, and of course पहले सब कुछ I'm sure ठीक रहता है, but as they living together and discover all these different things as they are getting older, and people change, a lot of things change, your perspective towards life changes, you might want something else from life, from career. आपका mom and dad के साथ relationship change होने लगता है. I feel I'm much more closer now. I was always closer, but it's almost like you become their mom. आप parents के mom and dad बन जाते हो. So it's nice. It was very simple and straightforward perspective about relationships. So do watch it if you haven't. I'm sure my followers or friends from abroad might have not watched it. So I will definitely recommend कि आप देखो, watch it. Next up is Kill Bill. Okay, if you are a fan of Tarantino movies, it was really a fun martial arts action film. Okay, which stars Uma Thurman. So she is a bride who takes revenge on the team of assassins and their leader Bill, after they actually try to kill her and her unborn child. So kind of like a gangster movie, okay, mafia gangster film, but watch it for the amazing action and that blood spill. Very I don't know, I like watching that stuff. So if you do not like watching such films, then stay away from it. But yeah, If you enjoy watching Tarantino movies, then definitely watch it. Next up, I have this Malayalam film, Booyah Ray. I think I talked about this Booyah Ray, right? Booyah Ray. So it's a simple story, but so heartwarming and inspiring. This is about this woman who aspires to be a pilot, okay, but her obsessive boyfriend shatters her dreams, by throwing acid on her face. Now, she actually could have, I don't know, while watching the film also you feel so angry ki shayad kash, she would have tried to just leave this guy who's so controlling, and she saw all these signs which constantly probably told her to just leave him, not be with her, this guy. She deserves better. So it's really a vulnerable and sweet, inspiring film. Bittersweet, I would say, because the acid attack part was not great to see. But yeah, good acting, especially by Parvati. Even the guy who plays her obsessive boyfriend, the actor who plays Parvati's dad in the film, even he was great. So yeah, if you want to watch something sensitive and inspiring and heartwarming, definitely watch this film. There are subtitles. I think this is there on Netflix, if I'm not wrong. I had watched it on Netflix. So okay, I'm going to make this video in 2 parts because it's getting too long. So 10 films and shows, I'm recommending it now, and there will be a part 2 after this next video. So उसमें मैं और 10 I'll suggest. Okay, so the last one is Andhadhun, of course, 2018 की black comedy crime thriller film. Akash, played by Aishman, he is a piano player, musician, pretending to be visually impaired, blind. He becomes kind of a witness to a murder of a former film actor, and what happens after that is all the mystery, and it's funny also. So do watch that film. It's one of the best films of 2018. So if you still haven't watched it, watch it. And I just have to say that Tabu needs to do more full-fledged characters. She's an amazing actor and she deserves so much more. So that's it, guys. These are the 10 films and shows I would say you should watch. I'll come up with 10 more soon. I didn't want to keep it like too long. Abhi ye 10 dekho, baad mein I'll next video mein I'll come up with 10 more. Okay, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment below and let me know what you think about these movies and web series, yeah, shows and all. Like, have you watched it? Is it your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Please share this video with your friends and please subscribe if you're liking my channel, my videos. Thank you to all my subscribers, and please stay safe, guys. Please stay at home. Please let me know आप लोग को छुट्टी है नहीं है. What are you doing? Are you staying at home or no? Are you taking all the safety precautions? Okay, and yeah, if you want to check out my last video, it's somewhere here. Until next time, it's bye-bye from me. Take care.